Namaskaram. So when I was writing this script for this video, I was actually here at the peak of summer in this hectic travel through the southern states of the US. I definitely didn't expect to see ancient Indian wisdom in the middle of the desert, but that's exactly what happened. I met a man that was a perfect example for exactly what I was writing. There are so many yoga retreats and sessions happening all across the globe, and they feel good when you're there, but when we come back into our daily lives, the hustle and bustle and all the effects of the retreat eventually evaporate. Even if we want to feel more rooted on a long-term basis, not just in a book or an inspiring social media post, but on a regular Tuesday afternoon. Where do we begin? Well, we had been driving all day, started at 3 a.m. from Los Angeles, and by late evening, we finally pulled into this roadside motel just outside Albuquerque, New Mexico. It had that vintage Americana kind of vibe, kind of a 60s look. The air was just thick and hot, and I was just fried from the afternoon heat. My only intention was to quickly get the room key and disappear for some much-needed rest. At the reception, a smiling man greeted me. "Ah, you're Indian," with a joyful and surprised tone. I nodded and smiled, expecting maybe just another Bollywood fan or something. "Have you booked a room?" he asked. I said yes, and I gave my name. And while he was checking me in, he continued, I just love your culture. I'm actually translating the Yoga Sutras directly from Sanskrit." "Wow, that's amazing," I replied. But I'd heard all that before. Coming from California, it's pretty common for people to use the Yoga Sutra as part of their brand. But there's something different about him. He wasn't trying to impress me. His eyes were lit up with this excitement and wonder. Then he handed over a bag of homemade pastries and gave me the room key, said, "You're in room number 9, and I headed to the room. Later, on my way to dinner, I couldn't help but stop by and chat for a little longer with this interesting man.
There have been 14 films shot here in the last 5 years. Angelina Jolie was here. She rides shotgun. That's going to premiere next month. And it was like 3 weeks filming here.
My family built this motel in the 50s and 60s. And I've been to India, and I love your country. There's nothing in my life that I have taken on and learned that's had a more profound impact than the East Indian cultural philosophy. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, most profoundly important book I've ever read. I probably spend 3 hours a day with Patanjali and the Yoga Sutras. I guarantee you I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning meditating tomorrow morning. It's now just, I'm making progress. I can reach Samprajñana with residue. So my goal is Asamprajñana, without residue. I've glimpsed it. But when I do, it's like, whoa, man, what was that all about, right? I lose it right away. As soon as I get there, it's like, whoa, stay with it, right? My goal in life is to do that.
It was amazing to see this 70-plus old owner and manager continuously practicing meditation every single day. A lot of people think that yoga or meditation is somehow separate from daily life, work, and business. But here, his yoga was literally flowing into his business too.
This is a poor state. People don't make a lot of money. Housekeepers make minimum wage, $12 an hour. We pay them $20. They can do okay. We're building 2 houses next door because 2 of them are so loyal and wonderful. She said, my dream in life is to own a house. She can't do that on her salary. So here, we're building you a house. The gift is to us. She is so overwhelmingly happy. She's designing her own house, and we're helping facilitate that for her. Your culture gave us the opportunity to understand it's all about the shape of your heart.
People spend thousands of dollars in a business school, hear about how investing in your team is key, but in real life, that message gets lost. Many businesses end up just seeing employees as tools. Yoga literally means to become one with everything. And here, he actually sees his employees as a part of himself. And because of that, they're naturally committed to the work too.
We have no turnover. We haven't had anybody leave here in years. They all take care of each other. They all feed each other. Housekeepers started bringing in McDonald's to feed their kids for lunch. And my wife and I went, we're going to do biryani. We're going to take basmati rice and we're going to do...
Oh my God.
And they love it. And it's like they're not spending $20 a day on food. Housekeeper shows up, says, my car broke down, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it. I don't know if I'm going to afford it. No problem. We go buy our car. What am I going to do to pay you back? Show up. So we're trying to take what we've learned from your culture and saying life is good and it's to be shared.
When a spiritual practice becomes real in somebody's life, you can see it in how they work, how they treat people, and the energy they bring into the world. His connection to his yoga practice has transformed him so deeply.
I was on Wall Street for 20 years. I used to go to the hospital once a month and check in for overnight to rest because we worked so hard.
Yeah.
And I left Wall Street, came to New Mexico, had a 4-year-old son, and he and I went camping. And I saw a sign that said, yoga, $5 introductory fee. So I walked in. It quietened my mind. I was able to have control. No longer was I incensed with making money. It's a practice. Yeah. And you have to practice.
So coming from the culture from which yoga originated doesn't earn you any brownie points. We have to put the food into our mouth and eat it, even if the river flows to our feet. We have to bend down, take the water in our hands, and drink it. With regular practice, various layers of patterns begin to unwind, and slowly a deeper rooting starts to build from within. Not with any person, but with the very source of life. Today, in modern terms, it's what people are trying to do in the name of healing from childhood trauma or shadow work, but sadhana includes and goes much deeper than just psychology.
You've got to figure out how to get rid of some scars, the scar tissue that you're raised with. These biases in life, you're trained because your brothers and sisters and friends all have those things. It's like how you control that and get rid of them.
If this man, who is over 70 years old, managing a 24-hour business with 20 rooms with all kinds of guests coming in and out through the whole day and night, and teaching yoga to others on the side, sitting here in this desert, can meditate for over 3 hours a day, then what excuse do you or I have? It's a gold mine, right? What we're sitting on is the cultural roots. So if you lose that and you act like you're something else, neither Western nor Indian, not able to understand. So when I heard you speaking, I was like, we need to have him on camera. Meeting Mike was an incredible reminder that when we talk about exploring our roots, it doesn't necessarily mean one particular fixed thing. It can happen anywhere, wherever you are. Here he is dedicated to his daily practice, and for the rest of his time, he's actually made his career and business as an opportunity to serve humanity. He doesn't just practice yoga, but he lives it. His own son, all these years, he never forced anything on him. But now, seeing the changes in his father, his son himself is coming at the age of 37, starting to show interest. So to make culture and spiritual wisdom a part of our life and not just in our phone, the first step is daily, consistent practice. The nature of the practice is up to us. Our culture has offered thousands of paths and practices which each person can choose depending on what they're interested in. Yoga, bhakti, dhyana, japa, and even within that, so many kinds of variations and flavors. The important thing is to find a practice that comes from an authentic source. And no matter how simple it is, to stick with it continuously and not jump from one thing to another. And it works. No matter who you are or where you're from, it's like a science. No matter what the background of the scientist may be, still the experiment will work the same if he does it, right? In the same way, no matter what or where you may be, a daily spiritual practice will work. It will nourish you, and not just you, but even those around you. That's been my experience, and that is how we begin to develop roots beyond all borders.